Hey friends, welcome to Season 2 of 3 Dudes in a Movie. We've got some exciting projects moving forward, and of course, tons of movies. Here's a friendly reminder that while our content will always be clean, the movies that we watch may not always be family friendly, so respect the parental rating systems accordingly.
So, I don't think it was something that I said. That's going to bring it back. Whatever it was that I was talking about. What were we talking about before that? So I walked in and said, I got pizza. I said, pizza time. And he said, no. I said, pizza time. No.
He deserved it, didn't he?
No. And then you walked back to your room. What were you watching?
Anime.
Anime? Yeah. Well, because I heard, I thought it was like a gunshot or something in your room, but you were moving, you were scooting something, and it quaked the floor.
Oh, I did scooch a chair.
And you started watching something anime, and then you hit pause, and then I think you asked me something.
And we can't remember what it was.
No.
But it was really good.
Ryan, do you like pizza? Why? Explain yourself.
Pizza's good,
Amen, brother.
especially Northeast pizza.
I'm not really into pizza.
But have you had Northeast pizza?
Yeah, I've had Northeast pizza from the Northeast. Yeah. I've been to Jersey. I'm not a fan. It's okay. It's kind of like imagine
The grace of God.
it's like Home Depot. It's there, and I know it's necessary, but I'm not going to go shopping.
Are you a Lowe's guy?
Yeah, more of the it's more just like any home hardware store. Like, I know it's a necessary evil because it insinuates that things fall apart. That's how I feel about pizza. Like, we just don't have time, so we got to put it all on one piece of bread, and then we got to cut it up, and put it to go.
No, I want it.
I think it's the sauce.
My dad's first word was pizza.
To you.
No, as a baby.
Dude, my parents, when I visited last week, my mom was like, your dad's got good new hearing aids. Can you hear him? And I was like, I don't think that's how that works. Anyway.
That is how that works.
It was pretty funny. My dad was annoyed. He did not have his hearing aids in. But, are you good about, all right.
I'm putting in a phone number so we can call soon.
All right.
Well, guys, I'm sorry that we started trying to remember a conversation.
I swear it was a really
it.
good conversation. See if I took a note of it. Let's see. Check my notes.
And this was like an hour ago?
No, this is like 30 minutes ago. Yeah, that was the worst part.
I didn't text anybody.
Hey, do you guys have any? Let me ask you this. We've talked about this before, but let's talk about it again. I'd like to get this on public record so that when this happens, people can give me credit. Do you guys have any good app or software or website ideas?
Yes, but we can't afford it.
Well, what's your idea?
This is your time to dream out loud.
Yeah, it's not even.
Matt Brown.
Okay. No. I meant
We don't
great.
talk about him.
Who's he? He hates everything, all of our opinions.
He's never enjoyed Facebook.
No.
No, he loves Facebook too much.
At large, like an invention, like your innovative idea that you want to bring to like a platform. You're like, they should do this. I have a few ideas, but
Do you? I'm not sure. I've thought about this. I think they should have an Uber kind of thing. But someone from Walmart comes inside and puts your groceries away for you.
No, we're not doing that.
Oh, wait. That's already a thing.
How do you think that's going to go for them, by the
That
way?
makes me so uncomfortable. Not well.
Do you think? I just think it's funny because out of all the stores and stuff that's going to do it, why Walmart?
Walmart.
You know? I could see Amazon. Well, Amazon kind of has a thing for that, but I could totally see Home Goods or something, something stupid,
TJ Maxx.
yeah, exactly. We'll put your clothes in your closet for you, and I'll be like, no,
Let the stranger into your home.
Yeah, it is.
You have to. You got it delivered.
What's funny is all the kids and stuff they're having they're like throwing stuff around, and like the person who's just putting away their groceries is like very calm, cool, and collected. It's like, yeah, because that's just a normal Walmart. Like, there's always a fight breaking.
That's true.
Like, does the fight come with them when they're like?
I hope so. They have to bring 2 or 3 weirdos from the parking lot.
Yeah, with like 7 different colors of hair. Like, yeah, we'll put your groceries up in your pantry, but also there's gonna be some shady characters in your home, and they're gonna be swinging.
You can't tell what gender they are, and it's not because they're progressive.
Oh no, dude! Somebody, I don't know. I don't know if I should talk about this. Somebody that we know, we'll talk about it later. Somebody we know, their car got stolen today.
I did not expect you to say that at all.
It's horrible, but it was kind
Oh
of.
my goodness!
It's been kind of a crazy day for them. Yeah.
That's something else. Are they
Anyway.
gonna listen to this?
I don't know. I hope not. Or if so, I'm so sorry.
Gosh, I'm sorry about your
This has
car.
happened to you.
Person I know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anyway, so software app ideas. I think I've talked about this before, not on the podcast, so it doesn't matter. Spotify. I think that they should have a toggle button for clean and explicit music rather than going to the album itself. Ryan, I know what you're about to say.
It's in the menus, but they have one.
It changes it to, it's like family mode or whatever, right?
No, it turns explicit songs off.
Well, what I'm saying is if you wanted to, rather than, if you don't want to go back into the settings and toggle it on and off, you'd have to go find the album. I think you should play the same album, just toggle it on.
It's hard to find too.
Yeah.
It would be nice if you could like right click on the song and say, I want to play this one.
Yeah.
With the blocker on or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it's a good idea.
The one with Spotify, I wish they would fix and go backwards actually, is bring my playlists up first again, please.
I totally agree. Dude, that irritates the heck out of me.
Yeah.
You have to put the filter back on.
Yeah.
And, jeez, dude. And also, I don't know how it refreshes. Like, does it kick the playlist back to the top if you put a song back into it or if you listen to it recently?
Oh, I don't know that.
All I want is to stay in the same place. Like, that way I can know how far to scroll and click on it. But yeah, that
It changes every time you open
just
it.
irritates the heck out of me.
It's like you could be listening to some podcasts, and it's just they're there for a week.
Yeah.
Your shows, and then they're just not there. You just open it up one day, you just can't find your podcasts anywhere.
That's why I don't mix my podcasts. I keep Apple Podcasts and I listen to Spotify.
That's wise.
It's just too much. Like, I don't want to mix my dessert and, my appetizers. It's weird.
Sauerkraut.
And sauerkraut. Everything.
I watch my podcasts on YouTube.
Every one of them, they do like a video component, or is it just an upload?
The only ones I watch.
Okay.
I watch like a tech one. And then, well, I guess some of the Daily Wire stuff I listen to on their app.
Yeah.
Most of mine do.
I also think you should be able to turn off your tracking in Spotify for like playlists and stuff.
You can.
Can you?
You
What?
can go into like an incognito mode.
Okay, well, I'm not going to do that.
On the app?
Yeah, how can you do that?
I know you can do it on the computer. I don't know if you can do it on the app.
Okay, well, if I can't do it on the app, it doesn't exist in my mind. How do you do it?
You gotta go back into the settings. It's super clunky.
Settings.
Spotify is super clunky.
You know what? They're listening.
If you hear that,
That
voice
was
in the
Tristan,
distance,
our other roommate.
it's the ghost of Tristan. I miss him so much.
Explicit content.
Dude,
that's
let's just go through some of these buttons.
Data saver. Who's
Dude.
saving data?
Video quality. I want my
Do you
video
guys-
quality on Spotify to be low.
Do you
Archive your queue to come back to it.
wait? What?
Archive your Spotify queue so you can come back to it.
We can't hear you.
Wait, archive your queue?
Your Spotify queue so you can come back to it another time.
Oh, that way it doesn't just like clear it. Yeah, that's true.
Bro, I want a car thing.
I've thought about that. There was like a good deal on 'em,
Yeah.
this past week.
A what?
A car thing. It's really, it's kind of dumb. It's
No,
just,
that's brilliant.
It's just a. It's just
I only
a
like
spot,
it. I only like it because it's called car thing.
It's just a
Silly.
multimedia display.
It's silly to
thing.
me.
Oh, we can install like an Android Auto, Apple CarPlay screens in your cars if you want.
That's what I'm saying. I don't. It's just that's all it is. It's kind of like streaming devices, but like people getting like Roku's and stuff, and it's like, well, chances are, or like getting a DVD player or Blu-ray player specifically because it has streaming. It's like, well, chances are you got something in your home that you can like. This is just kind of dumb. Like when I worked at Best Buy, that was a thing. People were like that, or they're like, I would get this TV over this TV, but this one's a smart TV. And I'm like, well, so is your refrigerator, so I think you'll be okay.
I only use Twitter on the refrigerator.
That's true. Do you feel like that's a good place to tweet, to see tweets from as you're opening the fridge door? And you're like,
the other feature on Spotify that I wish they would fix is the fade time should just be set at 12 seconds and not changeable.
wait, but do you listen with fade?
Maybe that's my biased using it in a production environment where I need the background music to fade together.
Yeah.
But it's really annoying to always have to go in and find that setting.
Yeah. See, I can't. I know some people. Do you listen with fade?
No.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Well, some songs play into each other.
But it's only in playlist, right? Like it's not. If you listen to an album, does it fade?
No.
Okay.
Albums, depending on how the album is mixed.
Yeah. Well, that's fair.
The album itself may have been mixed and cut together in a way that it fades.
Yeah. But you'd have to, if you wanted it to fade on your own, then you'd have to.
I'll be back.
All right.
Y'all chat if you want.
If you wanted to fade on your own, you'd have to put it in a playlist. Yeah. Interesting. What other app feature? Wait, but what did you like it? You like the long, like 12 seconds? That's
in a production environment, I put the 12-second fade up.
That's a long time. No, I don't. I like just a little bit of overlap. You know?
Yeah. See, I've not actually have listened to it doing it that way. That's only because I don't use Spotify for my own listening.
Right.
So,
do you know how to turn off the tracking then?
In Spotify?
Yeah.
Well,
So
there's
it
that
doesn't track your
incognito
playlist?
mode.
But can you do that in the app?
Maybe.
Interesting.
I'd have to look.
Nah, we don't have to look at it right now. We can just sit here and talk. Just me and you. Whatever Marty's doing.
But I'm almost done with my popcorn.
How often do you eat popcorn?
Way too often.
Which is...
About once a day.
That's not bad. I got in a pretty bad habit. Actually, buddy that we know that I used to live with.
Yeah, he would eat 2 to 3 bags a day.
You've seen it. You've seen it. Yeah. It's always... And on top of all the salt and stuff, like, yeah, that was his routine. He would just sit there with a bucket of popcorn and playing guitar. It's pretty gnarly.
Yep. And if you're listening, thank you for letting us live in your house.
And we know that you are. Actually, I don't know that he is. He probably doesn't.
When we called him, I think he listened to a couple of the episodes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. No, I like a good bag of popcorn, but I have to be watching something.
I usually am watching something while I'm eating it.
It makes a good routine. Not movies though. Something manageable. Like
I'm watching the Linus Tech Tips YouTube videos.
Yeah, watching YouTube videos. YouTube and popcorn is good. What's your favorite pizza spot here?
I don't have one. I haven't gone to find one
You
yet.
haven't explored it yet.
Yeah.
Marty
You know
likes,
me in food. I go to Chick-fil-A and that's about it.
Marty likes 5 points. You said Chick-fil-A. Dude, I remembered what we were talking about. And now he's not here. That's awesome. Well, you know, he'll come back and I'll totally forget. It's fine.
I'll try and remind you with Chick-fil-A.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. Do you put anything in your popcorn?
No, I've been getting the buttered stuff.
Oh, yeah, man. That's good. Sometimes I melt butter and pour it in there. Just double butter. What's your favorite pizza to get back home?
There's 2 or 3 of them that I would say are about even.
Okay.
One of them is Frank's Pizza.
Okay.
It's a small chain. They're only really in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
There's an independent place that I've gone to in upstate New York may have been the fact that I had been at camp for like 4 weeks beforehand and been eating camp food and
Yeah,
finally
you're
got
ready.
out and got different food, but it was some of the best pizza I've ever had.
You ready for it? Wait, was it a third place?
The rest of the places in Jersey that are pizzerias.
Do you feel like how do you feel about red sauce? You like red sauce?
You mean normal pizza?
Yep.
I like normal pizza.
Do you like it when people don't use red sauce?
Yeah, I want my regular pizza.
So if they cooked it with olive or they baked it with olive oil
Instead of pizza?
instead
Or
of red
instead of sauce?
Red sauce. Yeah.
That's not pizza.
All right.
Chick-fil-A.
Do what?
Chick-fil-A.
I work there.
Hey. How's
Dude.
it going? How are you? I
doing
remember.
well.
I
You remembered?
Yeah, Ryan said Chick-fil-A. It reminded me.
Nothing to do with Wiz Khalifa?
Why would it?
Because one of my coworkers delivered chicken wings to him today.
Wait, wasn't the... Oh, he got chicken wings too?
Yeah, he ordered chicken wings.
Oh, see? Okay, so that was my question.
Wiz Khalifa ordered the Chick-fil-A chicken wings.
So Little Blue Menu's only in Nashville?
Yeah, we're the only one in the country right now.
This feels like a conspiracy theory.
No, it's a test.
They're testing things.
Yeah, we're the testing grounds.
They're testing burgers at Chick-fil-A
Mm-hmm.
and chicken wings.
And wings and some other things too.
Sports. How do you feel about that? How do you feel that you're like you're at the Area 51 of Chick-fil-A?
I am. It's neat. I like it. I just wanted to get back into delivering because I really missed it.
Yeah.
And they offered the vehicle.
Yeah.
I don't have to use mine. So I was like, I'll do whatever you want.
I
I drive a hybrid Prius. It's great.
Why Nashville? Why are they doing it in Nashville?
That's a great question,
Why not
man.
Atlanta? I feel like
Atlanta's
should be
next.
Next, but I feel like it should be first.
I agree, but it was not.
Talking to someone at church that I know that works at a Chick-fil-A, he was talking about how they test stuff even out in like Nevada and stuff like that.
They have testing markets.
Yeah, but this is.
They just
That's
pick different
high
areas
level.
to test them.
I mean, we
This
just
is
straight up
high
have
level.
two
This is-
kitchens and one
This goes
Chick-fil-A.
straight to the top.
That is true.
How do you like the chicken wings?
They're good. They are no steroids, no hormones. Because of that, they're a little smaller, but they're correct.
They're correct.
They are as chicken wings would be, were we to not stab chickens with.
What do you think the implications
Juices.
are? With juices?
So also, don't forget the thing that we were talking about earlier, just because we started talking about Chick-fil-A.
What?
You said you remembered.
This is the thing that we were talking about.
What?
I wanted to know what your take was on the chicken
Oh,
wings.
okay.
And also, how does it feel to be like we're in Nashville? I just think it's very conspiracy theory-esque.
That we're the test market?
Yeah. And they're like, it's only going to be here.
It's,
You know,
yeah.
like,
Hey,
they got chicken wings here. And I'm like, I don't know that I
I
believe
truly
that.
don't know. It's about the only Chick-fil-A I've ever been to
Could you sneak
that
some
doesn't have a drive-through.
some wings home?
You can just order some.
No, you said it was expensive.
A little bit.
How expensive are they?
Let me pull it up. Actually, you know what? No, you can't. You can only see the price of them when you have it in your checkout.
Why?
I don't know.
See, this is
their
a conspiracy.
their website is pretty
This-
wonky, and they don't have an app.
This is conspiracy.
Maybe you're right.
This is not. You work for a shadow organization.
It's called a ghost kitchen.
Oh wow, they
That's
thought that was going to
that's the working name for this kind of thing.
It's a ghost
It's a
kitchen.
ghost kitchen. This is that job Ethan had back in like November.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So if I go on the Chick-fil-A app, I can't just order the food and have it delivered to me. I have to do it
You
through
could.
the other menu.
You could, but it would just be Chick-fil-A and it would be like DoorDash.
Okay.
But if you want Little Blue Menu,
So
which
if I
is
want
me,
you to show up with my food,
yeah, go through the Little Blue
I have to
Menu
order
website.
through that one.
Yep. You should also ask for Marty.
The day is coming when I'm going to remember to do that.
Whoa! Look at all these Outfox wings,
Outfox
Flock
wings,
and Farm,
Because Burger.
and there's one more.
I don't remember it.
Garden Day.
I was going to say garden. That's our salads.
Oh man, look at these. This is interesting.
It is. It's a fascinating menu.
What is the point of this?
I don't know. They're just trying things.
Roasted wings. Okay, can I order right now?
They're probably closed.
Nah,
Sorry, but we're not serving at this time. Please check back again.
They also don't deliver here.
Well, then what? Can I not go pick it up?
Oh, sure you can.
Oh, they have one other location, College Park, Maryland.
That's next. That's right.
Oh, what the?
Atlanta's third.
Do you look at the locations? Dwarf House. What is this? What is this? This is Nashville, Tennessee, the Dwarf House.
What does it say? That's not on the building I work at.
It says Dwarf House.
Yes, it does.
That must be an old picture.
Of what?
And look at this, College Park, Maryland. It's a picture of Nashville. Oh, there it is. There's College Park.
Interesting.
What an interesting.
You reminded me. That is a conversation I had, I think, on my first day when we were talking about the next one. We said Atlanta was third. And we were like, why are we doing Maryland before Atlanta?
Oh, Dwarf House. This is interesting. It's like Chick-fil-A in Georgia. The Chick-fil-A Dwarf House history and locations.
All right.
What?
That's fascinating.
Man, we have so many connections. They'll probably let us know what the deal is.
Dude, I'll let you know when I know.
Man. Yeah, maybe Atlanta, you think it would blow up? You know, they would be like, it's too popular.
The other thing is they probably get tired of trying all the new things in Atlanta.
You think you get tired of trying all the new Chick-fil-A things if you lived in Atlanta?
I like it.
Depending on the type of person. Like I'm the type of person that I want my number one deluxe.
You like consistency. Don't try to
I want to
shake
show
it
up. I want the large milkshake back.
That's right. They got rid of that. And
Yes.
their decaf coffee.
I was
that
not
you cared
happy about the large
Yeah, I'm not
milkshake.
really. So you have to get 2 medium milkshakes?
I just get one.
Oh.
It's probably better.
What size is it?
They only have one size
One
now.
size.
Okay.
I've thought about asking if I can buy 2 mediums and just have them put it in the big drink cup.
They'd probably be like, no, we can't do that.
It's Chick-fil-A. They might do
Isn't
it.
like New York City or New York that you can't get large soft drinks?
Yes.
What?
I don't remember what the size is.
It's McDonald's large is the only large there is. The 32 ounce.
Oh, in New York.
So like Burger King, Wendy's, they all have the 44. No.
Yeah, they
You probably can't have 33 ounces or more or something like that then.
Something like that.
that's crazy. Darren.
McDonald's is the cap. No cap.
No cap.
All right, we should probably make this phone call. We're like 23
Hey,
minutes
speaking
in.
of, so
Speaking of caps,
speaking of cap, I'll figure out a segue here in a second. You call your buddy.
All
Who are we
right.
calling tonight?
we're calling my good friend Brock Thane. Brock Thane is a dear buddy from college. Went to his wedding just about 3 weeks
Newly
ago.
Married.
Yep, he's the one who got us that cup that I just shared a picture on our story. Lovely gifts. Big fan of Gladiator. Big fan of Lord of the Rings. I know for a fact that if you were asking him his favorite movies, he'll share those.
Okay.
And I'm going to raise something that I think we might want to ask him. He loves the 2000, or maybe it was 99, Matthew Broderick Godzilla.
Why?
I don't know. Should we ask him?
Ask him why he likes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we'll ask him for his number.
I'll be like, how do you feel about Matthew Broderick, and how do you feel about Godzilla?
Separate
And
from
how
each
do you feel
other.
about the year 1999? Whatever.
All right. We can see if that comes up.
Let's see if it comes up.
All right. Do I press this button?
Yep.
Is he a friend of the show? Does he listen?
Yes. He's one of our most avid listeners.
Oh, wow.
Hello there.
Brock Thane, welcome to Three Dudes and a Movie. How are you today?
Oh, I'm wonderful.
I'm so glad.
Chilling in my new home.
Oh, that's right. Newlywed, new home. Life's good.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm glad. Well, we have I wanted to ask a question before we ask the big question. I remember that you are a large fan of the Matthew Broderick Godzilla film.
Is that the newest one?
No, that's the one that you said. I don't know why everyone hates it. I grew
the
up.
2000 one?
Yeah, yep. I just wanted your thoughts. Do you know why you love that movie?
Because when I was younger, I loved dinosaur movies, so Jurassic Park. And it was the first Godzilla movie I'd watched. And I don't know, just a lot of action for a 10-year-old. Just loved it.
I dig it. Just curious. That movie gets a lot of hate, and I've always appreciated that you stand by it. So,
Yeah, I didn't have the classics to wash me down.
the classics, if you like the cheese, they're a good time. Jacob or Ryan, have you guys seen any of the Godzillas that are not the brand new ones?
I've not seen any of them.
including the new ones.
I haven't seen any of them.
Oh,
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. The King Kong with Jack Black, that one's really good.
I love that one.
That's a really
Brock,
good
do you like that
I
one?
know that's not what we're talking about.
Yeah, the King Kong movies are just okay to me, but yeah.
The video game is
Video
great.
game's so good. Video game's even
Oh, that's a
better.
game.
Sorry, that's not.
All right. Well, Brock, we have a very important question for you, as you know, as a listener of the show. Also, shout out to you for the cup. I'm drinking our root beer out of it this evening, so thank you.
Yeah.
It's a lovely gift. Could you pick a number between 1 and 100 for us?
I am gonna go with number 70.
Boom! I'm very glad.
Wow.
Let me double check what that is. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50.
It's Matthew Broderick's
Boom.
Godzilla.
That made it on the top 100.
It does if you lie about it.
Brock, my dear
Sounds
friend, the
terrible.
movie you have selected for us this evening is one that you and I have watched together a couple times. It is the anime flick known as Your Name.
All right.
Oh, that's a wonderful movie.
I'm glad you like it.
I'm
We'll
excited for you.
we'll give it a watch soon. I know these two gentlemen have not seen it. Looking forward to their thoughts. Brock, thank you for taking the time.
Thank you, Brock.
We got to talk about
Yeah.
the Green Mile now.
All right,
So
have a good evening.
Yes, you as well. Have
All
a
right.
good evening.
bye, friend.
Bye.
You know, we just ran out of time with Brock, but I wanted to ask him what dinosaur does he think Godzilla is?
Well, he
know
knows.
what I mean?
He,
You know what I mean?
he knows it's not a dinosaur,
I
but
love dinosaurs like Godzilla. Like, yeah, man. I love lizards like the xenomorph.
now you just sounded like Dusty Slay.
I can't get him out of my.
I know.
I also
This is a plug for you guys to go listen to Dusty Slay's stand-up comedy.
All right. Anyway.
Let's talk about Death Row, baby.
Wait, Ryan, have you seen Your Name?
No.
When's the last time you've Googled Suge Knight?
What?
When's the last time you Googled Suge Knight?
Does that have anything to do with the words Your Name?
No.
Oh, okay.
But I definitely Googled him today. When
Oh,
you
because
said
of Death Row. Death Row. That's right. Death Row Records.
You guys want to know something? Hey, Ryan, this is for both of you, but Ryan, how old would you guess Tupac Shakur was when he died?
I don't know who that is.
All right.
Okay, we have to cut that one out because we're going to die now. Marnie, how old was Tupac when he was no longer with us?
Not very old at all, I don't think.
15, 16.
It was
What
a
do we
little
think it is?
older than that, I'd guess. You know what? I'm actually surprised I don't know this one. I grew up listening to a lot of those guys with my dad. 26?
He's 25.
25?
25.
Man,
Is he the one that said that sleep is the cousin of death?
I don't remember.
All right.
I just know I don't like Biggie.
Why?
Because it was just, I had
think
it
I like
I had
Biggie
it in my
more.
head that there was that beef, so you had to pick one.
Yeah.
I picked Pac.
Interesting. I think I'm more of a Biggie guy.
I mean, I don't
I feel
care
like we'd
now.
be friends. So anyway,
You and Biggie?
yeah. I feel like, but like, you know, like, but yeah. Anyway, Suge Knight.
All right, Nate.
Yeah, you know, Suge Knight. He's still in prison, huh?
Is he?
I think so.
I don't know.
I really hope not. I really hope he is because I feel like he's
Dangerous man.
he's going to be coming after me. What do you guys know about Suge Knight?
Just that he's friends with, well, friends is probably the wrong word.
Acquaintances.
Acquaintances with Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
Death Row
Records.
records, yeah.
Yeah. You know who else I googled this week? DJ Khaled.
DJ Khaled.
Yeah. You know,
The philanthropist.
I like to look it up.
the man gives a lot to charity.
That's good. Are there people that you commonly like Wikipedia, you Google just to read up on, just to
Yeah.
know about them?
Yep.
Like who's the last person you Wikipedia? Wiki.
That's a great question.
Thanks.
I know I just looked up someone yesterday. I probably even have them in my search history. That's Wordle. Not helpful. Okay,
Yet.
I got rid of it.
Yet.
So I'm going to say I think the last person I looked up was Finn Wolfhard
Okay.
because I heard that he is in a band. And so I
Yeah.
was like, oh, okay.
He is. Actually, I just had more podcast talk. I literally just Googled. You know who I just Googled? Pete Best. Do me a favor and look up Pete Best in your time. He was the one that got replaced by Ringo.
Okay.
It's okay. Here's the thing about the Beatles.
You love them.
No, but they go through very distinct iconic eras, right? I think everybody associates their early years with the like prim and proper, the suits, the clean cuts, that kind of thing.
Yeah, what's that the famous clip from the
Them coming to America,
yeah.
they're getting off the plane.
Is it no, well there's that one. I meant their show.
Oh yeah,
Was that
yeah.
Johnny Carson?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
No, it had to been before that.
Okay.
Whatever. Yeah, whatever. Whatever.
But you know what I'm
show
talking
they
about,
were-
right?
Yeah.
I can see it, but it's black and white.
And all the women
They
are
got
swooning.
all the women are fainting, and there's all four of them. You got
Right.
them kind of stacked.
Right.
Yeah, I can just see it in my head.
Yeah, you got John and Paul on the mics, and then George in the middle,
Yep.
and Ringo up top.
And Ringo up top. Yep.
Yeah, so look up Pete Best, and the Beatles will come up, and it's their early days, and they went through before. So this is early, like before they came to America, they went through like a greaser phase,
Like
like the
Greaser?
like
The Outsiders?
Yeah,
like
It's really
slick back hair, leather
Yes.
jackets.
Yeah, exactly like that. And you're like, what Beatles is this? And then you realize, oh yeah, they're a bunch of sellouts since the beginning.
Oh,
That's what I think. People are like, they revolutionized songwriting.
Actually, you
And
know
I'm
what?
like,
You just reminded me. Just talking about greasers.
yeah.
I know for a fact who the last person I looked up was.
Who?
It's John Travolta.
Oh, really?
Because Olivia Newton-John died yesterday,
Oh, that's
and I
right.
was like, did they stay friends for a long time? And they sure did.
They did.
Sure did. I saw a picture of John Travolta's daughter. Looks violently like John Travolta.
Violently.
Back to the Beatles, from a production technology standpoint,
No.
they really did revolutionize the music industry with the stuff they were doing.
That's
They were
awesome.
some of the first, if not the first bands to take multiple multi-track recorders and
Right.
actually multi-track record stuff.
Right.
I never want to take away from
Les
their
Paul
legacy.
was the first one
I
to
just
make
don't
the
like 'em.
big
I just think they're a bunch of
recorders.
sellouts.
I don't even care about that.
They couldn't even get in the same room together.
My favorite Beatles song is it's probably just because it's freaky. It's Tomorrow Never Comes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that song.
I don't know,
Never
man.
taken acid? I think that's what it sounds like.
I'm more of a Zeppelin kind of guy.
Oh, for sure.
I did Taxman
Full of
as a
Floyd
project
is-
in school.
Do you
Turned
what?
out really well. We did Taxman as a project in school at one point.
Yeah.
Had to make it sound as much like the original as possible.
Oh, that'd be neat.
It came out really well.
Very nice.
Nice. Yeah, not a fan.
Give me Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
One of my professors mixed him
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
for front of house for
He's coming.
shows.
He's coming to town. Roger Waters,
I did see that.
last touring member.
What happened to the rest of them?
I actually don't think any of them have died
Oh, really?
since the OG. I can't remember his name. One of the OG guys who passed away. They dedicated an early album to him. Don't think anyone's died since then.
Huh.
Almost 45
Kinda
years
like
ago.
the has anybody died from the Rolling Stones?
Gosh, I don't know.
I feel like they're going to live forever.
I think the Beach Boys have had some people pass away.
Oh, really?
You know what band's been ravished?
What?
Wow, I said ravished instead of ravaged.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say CCR,
Yeah.
but then I thought, oh, I could name a couple of bands who got into plane crashes.
Yeah.
So they were pretty ravaged.
CCR. Yeah. So
I saw the remnants of CCR live.
Is that what the band name was? The Remnants? of
They're still
CCR?
CCR, but it's
That's how I feel about Scary.
it's Credence Clearwater Resurrection now.
I'm not a fan of that.
Didn't just call them CCR.
No.
I mean, the lead singer's gone,
Yeah.
but the OG guitarist is still there.
It's kind of like Boston, sort of. Like they went through that phase.
You know who really withstood that was Journey.
Oh, really?
Steve Perry, just
Yeah.
magical voice,
Right.
and the guy that they got to replace him, pretty good.
We talked about that with Alice in
Alice in
Chains.
Chains.
Yeah. It's like when you find. Luckily, it's like like as long as you still have the guitarist running, they're singing harmony. So it's like it kind of.
They already had one of the vocalists stick around.
Yeah, exactly. But that is interesting.
I always wondered if they'd try that with Linkin Park.
And I'm glad that they haven't.
Yeah, I don't want it.
No, his voice is too distinct.
The rapper Shinoda dropped a solo album about 2 years after, and that was okay.
Okay.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
He's not like I like his singing's good, his rapping's good. It's all fine.
Right.
His mixing. It's like he's the only person I listen to because he's good at what he does.
Yeah.
Like technically.
You know who's had a wonderful run of longevity for the most part? Metallica.
Oh my goodness, yes.
I mean, they lost Cliff Burton.
And
But and
they
then,
kicked Mustaine out.
that was early.
That was early.
That was early. Yeah.
And that turned out all right too.
Yeah, I think he's doing well for himself. And then Jason Newsted. But other than that, I mean, they got a pretty solid lineup. It was the three of them, and then yeah. What's your favorite Metallica album, and why is it Ride the Lightning?
It might be Ride the Lightning.
That's great.
But
Hey, speaking of Ride the Lightning, hey, what movie did we watch last night? That's all I needed. We got there.
this is Green Mile.
What? Green Mile?
That's right.
Why do they call it Green Mile, Ryan? This is not spelt the same. Oh,
That's coffee.
Some people at that time were calling Death Row the Last Mile, and their prison cell, the floor was painted green, so they called it the Green Mile.
Boom.
But the thing I thought was funny the whole time was at the end of the Green Mile was the padded cell.
Yeah.
That's true.
Doesn't lead to much.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's not really a hallway.
Nope.
Cell blocky.
Yeah.
Not to be confused by saying cell blocky.
So blocky. So, Marty, you'd seen it before. How many times have you seen it before?
I think this was time number 3, but I got to be honest. I mean, it felt almost brand new again. Just
Yeah, you forgot the whole antagonist.
I forgot about Percy.
Yeah.
Seriously, would not have even remembered he was a character.
Okay.
That was
Really,
half the movie.
all I could really remember was just how touching the ending was. How emotionally deep it is. That's what I could really remember.
Okay. Ryan, this is your first time watching it? What do you think?
I liked it. It was weird. I don't know if weird's the right word, but it was strange when it got to the point of the magical being. Like, as you're going through and you're just like, oh, this is just a regular movie. This is like this could be a documentary or a biography type movie.
Period. Piece,
And then you get
maybe,
to that point and it's like,
boom, magic.
well, that just pulled it out of reality a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I think helped with the whole aspect of the movie, and it didn't make it seem as real.
Yep.
Which, yeah, bittersweet about that. We can get to that in a bit.
The Green Mile, starring Tom Hanks, Michael Clark Duncan, David Morse, and Bonnie Hunt, and James Cromwell, and Michael Jeter, and Sam Rockwell. How can we forget Sam Rockwell?
Oh, yes.
1999 flick. It's 3 hours and 9 whole minutes.
And yes, it is.
The lives of guards on death row are affected by one of their charges. A black man accused of child murder and rape, yet who has a mysterious gift. Sitting at an 8.6 on IMDb, 61 Metascore. That's interesting.
That's low.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, can't trust those Metascores.
Well, before we get into the
Christian Science
meat
Monitor
and
gave it to me.
potatoes, what did you think?
This is my second time watching it. Actually, I knew it was a slog. It's one of those '90s movies that it feels like there's a lot of these '90s movies that are pretty profound, but in the least like it's not like it's just a good slow burn.
Yeah.
Like there's not a lot of action to it. There's just these touching moments and then like kind of the day-to-day type stuff that's happening in between. But that's kind of the pace that it has. Feels like it's a set piece kind of in that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, really enjoyed it. I should also say, I mean, I wasn't really paying attention. So I was also doing some homework, but I was halfway paying attention. I would turn around every once in a while and get a glimpse of
Sam Rockwell.
warmth. Yeah, Sam Rockwell. But yeah, it's very good. Very good.
It is. You're right. There is a very interesting, almost kind of genre where it's like this movie. It's a slow burn. It doesn't have a plot really.
Right.
It's just kind of like these things happen. Like the plot is the setting and the characters, not what they do.
Yeah.
And we see a few movies like that. Something that I really think I would love to just have been able to take in some critic talk and some just even just everyday thought of the common moviegoer when this movie came out, because we don't get a lot of not horror Stephen King. And the last time we saw this, it was a movie that many regard as the greatest movie ever made.
Right.
Shawshank Redemption.
Right. Same director, same screen.
Same director. They feel pretty similar. So I would love to have heard the initial reception of this movie.
Yep.
Because that is going to be in the back of everyone's mind, is Shawshank.
According to one of the featurettes on the DVD, Stephen King called this film the single most faithful adaptation of his work.
I did, just like I did after Cuckoo's Nest, last night I did look up differences, and the only difference I could really tell was that the mouse, like, definitely dies.
Oh, really?
Like, I thought he died at the end of the movie.
Nah, he was just chilling.
Right.
He was just getting fat.
I guess so. The book, he straight up dies. So, but they were like, that is easily the biggest difference.
Dies at the end or in the middle?
Towards the end. It's
okay.
Post all the
Execution
exposition.
and
It's,
stuff.
it's
So, like,
all...
The mouse gets killed,
he's
gets
laying
brought
there
back to
dead.
life,
It's
and
all-
then dies at the
Well,
end.
he's sitting in the
dies
lunchbox.
in the-
He's
in
like
the-
breathing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in the book, he actually dies when we're in the modern day.
How many mice do you think
Nursing
they
home.
used? How many different mice do you think they used in the filming of this movie? Take a guess.
At least 2.
Okay.
They killed one.
All right.
Did they actually kill one?
I have no idea.
Oh,
But
They
I have a
probably in 1999 they probably did.
I have-
what is
I-
this? Cannibal
squash them out.
Holocaust?
I have a number. All right, you said 2?
3.
15. They used 15 mice. Each spent months being trained to do different tricks.
They did a really good job.
That's pretty interesting.
And
They
one
could
of
open
which-
that. They could open that Mouse City in Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of which they just let loose and stomped on.
All right. Yeah.
Dude,
That's interesting.
Cannibal Holocaust. You ever seen Cannibal Holocaust, Jacob?
No.
Don't.
I don't want to.
Don't. But I just brought it up because they actually abused animals in that movie. Like in the filming, like real animals were hurt. I think that movie might be why we get the no animals were hurt in the making of this film.
Probably. Did you ever read any of the Green Mile?
No, I don't think I want to.
Really?
Like, it's good, but I'm not like, oh, that was the best thing ever. Give me more. Like, every time I watch Shawshank, that's what Shawshank is to me.
Okay.
I'm like, put it in my veins. There's a book, I'll read it.
Huh.
I would consider it, though. I mean, it is a quality story. Have you?
No, I saw it at McKay's once, and I thought about it for a pretty good deal, and I was like, it's like what, 15 different books?
Did you see that they also have them split up too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
So that's how they were published. So he would release them one at a time so that people wouldn't just read to the back of his books, try to find the ending.
With most of his books, he would do that?
No, just with Green Mile. Well, I'm sure he's done it with other books as well,
Okay.
but with Green Mile, he did that.
Okay, that's interesting because I've walked by his section at used bookstores, and Green Mile, they usually maybe have 1 or 2 copies of the whole thing, but then they just have dozens of copies of 1, 2, 13, 8.
Yeah, I saw a whole set one time, and I was like, I thought about it, but then I also knew that we were about to watch this movie, so I was like, I'm not going to do it.
And that's the thing. Now that we've watched it, I'm like, I'm good for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I revisit it, it will be the book though. I honestly feel like the next Stephen King I would read probably just would be it.
Yeah. So originally, in the books, it was set in 1932, but then
It's only 3 years before.
the time frame was pumped into 1935. Do you know why?
What year was the book?
What year was it set?
Well, what year was the book published?
Oh, I don't know. Probably the 90s. Green Mile.
Because my thought there is,
1996.
yeah, that was my thought. Published in 96, movie was 99, subtract 3. So, movie was set in 35, book was set in 32. Just 3-year difference for both.
Okay. No, that's not it. But that's an interesting thought.
Okay.
It's so that they could feature the movie Top Hat, which came out in 1935.
Ah,
That's good thinking right there.
way to go, Top Hat.
Yeah.
Is that the movie that was in the film?
Yep, the black
Yes.
and white one.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
You should watch that one and review that one.
This is I'm just looking at
Looks
IMDb
fun.
trivia right now. Michael Clark Duncan had to stop lifting weights while filming to look more like a man from 1935. He's a big dude in this
He
movie.
is, yeah.
Golly. When did he pass? He said your freshman year of
Freshman
high
year
school.
of high school. Would have been 11, I think.
Oh yeah.
Depends on the semester.
Right.
Could have been 12.
Huh. So there's a lot of there's a lot of things going on in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
How would you describe, like, what's the thematic statement of this movie? Because it's so. I feel like there's some atonement theory happening. There's some things.
Atonement is a good
Yeah.
thought.
Yeah.
I think what they're really trying to push
Empathy.
is maybe empathy and just the world is a cruel place. And it's like,
Or like,
how do we react to that?
Yeah, and also like the fact that it's like Green Mile, it's like this controlled environment that's supposed to be. I mean, it's a place for like these guys. Like even in this cell, like there's still like terrible things that happen to these people, you know. And like John Coffey like feels it all. Like he knows like, okay, it's still pretty messed up, even though. You don't see a lot of the world around you, but the implication is like these are like the worst of the worst.
Yeah. We see enough of the world in these characters.
Yeah. And then like when it does feature people that aren't, you know, from the prison, it's like, you know, during like witnesses and stuff that sit in on the executions and stuff, it's like,
Or
it's
time
not good.
Time with the wives.
They don't, yeah. Like it doesn't look great, you know? So that's really interesting.
It is. There's a lot to be said here about grief, like you said, atonement, empathy, just how to respond to the world at large.
Yeah.
And good bit of religious themes
Yeah.
in it. Nothing too profound, but
Right.
I love some of my favorite parts of movies like these that we could almost call a period piece, for a 30s period piece.
Right.
It's just the way they talk about certain things, and particularly the way this movie talks about God. I just really enjoy listening to.
Yeah.
Just some of the first guy who they kill in the chair.
Yeah.
What does he say? Do you think there's redemption for a man like me? And do you think that heaven is reliving the best moments of your life over and over forever? Something along those lines.
Right.
It's just like that very simplistic thought for a simplistic man. I just enjoy listening to it.
Yeah. You get an interesting take into like everybody's different perspectives between like guys that they're these guards are guys that are around death a lot and around like carrying out those executions and seeing it, and also like so John Coffey's character was the only one that they didn't show like I'm assuming they went on a like a walkthrough, but they didn't show it. Like they just went straight into his execution.
That's true.
Right? Yeah. I think it's just interesting, like the implications of like feel the weightiness of it, but then also see sometimes how careless they get with it.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, that was my thought going away with it. Like, especially when they're executing John Coffey and he's like, Tom Hanks's character is like feeling that, He's feeling emotional, but everybody's crying. Like all the guards are crying, and then everybody else is
wipe your eyes before you turn around.
Yeah. Like how often? I don't know. It's just like how often would you feel that, or what would you feel in that moment, knowing what you're doing?
For him specifically.
Yeah, like I feel like you'd have to be like you kind of have to. Well, it's like when he talked about what do I tell God?
Yeah.
When
I love that he's wrestling with that.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just doing my job. Like, what's that?
It's not only did I kill an innocent man, I killed a downright miracle.
Yeah. And then he believes that the Lord has sent him to suffer, living eternal life, but evidently not looking like it. Like,
yeah. I'm 108. Well, you do look like it. I mean,
he's like, I'm gonna watch you die and the next person die, and you're like, well, okay. Yeah, it's so interesting.
It is.
It's a good feel good movie.
No, it is not.
I think it is. I think it's a. I don't know. It's like it's such
a vibe.
It's like nuance. It's like I think it's a mature look at. I think John Coffey's character in particular is like a mature look at death. Particularly. Like, do you think this would work if it wasn't Michael Clark Duncan? Like this big character. It's like
I did read that. Just the way he was described in the book. He's probably even bigger in the book.
Yeah.
So they thought about Shaq for a bit.
But we're glad.
So I'm going to follow that up with, I'm glad it was Michael Clark Duncan.
But it's like the appearance of like this just big, like massive guy. And then to fill that in with like, well, he doesn't want to hurt anyone.
He's the best of us.
If anything, he feels everything that hurts others. And, he's easily intimidated, but I mean, he is kind of like he's not sheepish. He's very bold in approaching people like, hey, you have an ailment and I'm going to cure it.
Yeah.
But then like in his typical demeanor, he's usually pretty sheepish.
Very childish.
It's a big teddy bear.
Yeah. It's so interesting. And then like the way that he goes about getting things done, you're like, this guy's an evil man. Well, what am I going to do? Oh, I'll kind of orchestrate this guy's murder.
True.
By taking the tumor from the warden's wife, giving it to, I guess it's a tumor, but giving it to Percy, and then Percy just opening fire on Wild Bill. It's pretty weird.
It is.
I think I mentioned this while I was watching the movie. I don't care what he can do. I think the moment that he has a panic attack talking to Bill and talks about how evil of a person he is, I think then you just put him back in his cell and leave him alone because you don't know what's about to happen. You're like, this feels like it's bigger than me and this woman's tumor. Like I feel like it's like there's good and evil.
You mean when Bill's
level.
got his arm and he's just freaking out?
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think we should be doing this.
Here's the thing I didn't quite get. If they didn't catch that one guy for killing the two girls, what did he do after that? That they got him for so fast that they both wound up in prison at the same time.
Bank robbery.
Is that what it was?
Is that what it was?
They mentioned him when he's coming in. His bank robbery killed four people.
Yeah, that's right.
One was a pregnant woman.
That counted. Yeah, I go, oh man, what are the odds of that? That's Stephen King. But
it's Stephen King.
But also it's like, he's gonna get got eventually. Much like Suge Knight, who was out for 6 years and then he got back. He got incarcerated again. But the more you know.
But I love the ending the ending of John Coffey, where we leave it at. I mean, the only people who are going to know the truth are the four of them.
But wait,
there's 6 of them that would know. 7 of them that would know.
Wait, did he tell them? Wait, are you talking about Tom Hanks and then the rest of the guards?
Yeah.
Did he tell them?
No, he does not tell them.
Like he should.
But I definitely
not
assumed,
about the long life. But
I definitely assumed they knew.
Really?
I was just assuming. Technically speaking, the only one who knows is Tom Hanks.
Technically,
well, his wife.
About which part?
He told his wife.
Yeah, that he's innocent.
Oh, that part. Yeah.
I did assume though. Because
if he told his wife, he probably told the rest of them.
I just figured they knew
from the flash, just
his reaction to them doing the flashback thing.
Yeah.
And also just at the end there, the way he was acting differently.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, hey, he saw something. Did you guys like, what would have been did you like the ending, like the whole like last 10 minutes of the
modern day stuff.
Yeah. I was like, this is getting a 90s TV cheese.
They did it biographical style.
Yeah. I think
It's fine. It's very Stephen King.
Yeah. I think I would have just left it at the John
We didn't
Coffey's
need
execution.
Just tell the story.
We
Yeah.
didn't need
Skip the
any of the
beginning and the
modern
end.
day stuff.
The only thing the ending did is it showed you that he was still around.
Yes. Yeah.
Which there's other ways to have done
He
that.
just goes, and that's my story. And then it ends. And you go, all right, cool.
You didn't even need that.
Well, it's like, what's the biggest difference between this and the book? It's like, oh, the movie doesn't include all of the book. And I'd be like, that's okay. Because
Yeah.
it's Stephen King.
And it's still 3 hours long.
Yeah. Like, less Stephen King? All right. Sorry, I should mention that. Me and Stephen King, I don't know him personally, but me and Stephen King's books, we don't really get along. You know? Like, I'm like, already halfway through it. I really think this could have been wrapped up 200 pages ago.
Yeah.
And we're still talking about a coffee
Well, and
table.
you know in the book that they flash back to the nursing home more than just at the beginning
Oh,
and end.
yeah.
Several times.
Oh, probably.
And I don't want that.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. I don't know. I think great Stephen King TV or movie adaptations, I will watch those. I will probably not be reading the book.
Fair.
Yeah. What's your favorite Stephen King adaptation? You know mine.
I mean, Shawshank's the easy answer, so I won't.
Oh, okay.
I won't include Shawshank. Man, I like a lot of them. Honorable mention, Christine.
Okay.
Love that.
Yeah.
The killer car. My favorite is The Running Man.
Okay.
You ever see it?
Yeah.
Love The Running Man with the good old Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes.
Hey, Christmas tree. Gosh, that's a fun one.
Yeah.
But when you really stop thinking about it, there's a lot.
I go with The Shining, the least faithful adaptation.
But it's wonderful.
It's so good.
It's wonderful.
The only Best Picture nominee that year to not be nominated. Okay, that's cool.
You know what I need to see is Salem's Lot.
Yes.
Never seen it. Have you seen it?
No.
Dude, yeah, we need to watch it.
Yeah, we do.
Um,
You know who auditioned for the role of Wild Bill?
who?
Josh Brolin. Honestly,
Josh Brolin.
I could see it.
I don't know if I've ever seen him in the 90s. I've got
I mean,
lots
but
of
yeah,
80s
yeah.
Brolin
Oh.
and lots of 2000s Brolin.
Let's see. Where was he at? Let me just name a movie and see where he was at in the 90s. Let's see here. Yep.
He did nothing of note in the 90s, did he?
Night Watch? Mimic?
Eh.
Yeah.
Those movies are important to
The
someone.
Road Killers? Yeah. 21 Jump Street? That's the 80s. Dad,
The show?
No.
Well, yeah, it would have been the show in the 80s.
Yeah, 87.
This man really was in the Goonies and said, all right, I'll see you guys in 40 years for Avengers Infinity War.
The Outer Limits, that's a TV series. What happened to him? Bed of Roses.
Dude, he seriously just did nothing between Goonies and Thanos.
He did things. Flirting with Disaster, starting Ben Stiller and Patricia Arquette.
He was sure in that.
But he was Agent Tony Kent.
But I mean, he's been in
Gang of
Avengers, Dune,
Blue, Night Watch. Starring
Deadpool.
Ewan McGregor and Nick Nolte. He was James
in what?
in Night Watch.
Well, with that cast, I mean, I'm down to watch it.
Mimic, starring. Oh man, I don't know any of these.
Mimic.
People. Guillermo del Toro.
Yes. I actually think I'd like that movie.
My Brother's War.
fun.
Starring James Brolin.
That's his brother.
Yeah, that's his brother. Wait, I think James Brolin actually directed that. Yeah. Hold on. I was gonna say the Bomb Squad. Nope. The Mod Squad. That's 4.3. Starring Omar Epps and some other people.
Josh Brolin, everybody.
And then Best Laid Plans. Reese Witherspoon. You don't know best laid plans?
Not at
What about
all.
all the rage?
I'm sure it was all the rage.
Anyway. Yeah, I guess he could have had. I guess he probably had a free weekend or two to knock out Green Mile.
That's too funny.
I don't have my list. Dadgummit. Hold on.
That's fine. You can just put it somewhere.
Let's rank this. Oh no.
I ranked it.
Did you really?
Yep.
All right.
Ranked it this morning.
Hold on 1 second. Two dudes, maybe.
I'll update my whole list just because it's been a while. So it'll take a sec for me to say, but I'll say all of it.
All right, I think I'm ready.
You got a spot for it?
You can just keep taking up time.
Hey, all right. I'll share my list. All right, friends. I'm gonna read my whole list right now, just to keep you up to speed. Like I said, I won't do this every time just because we're getting pretty long on this list. Number 100, The Pianist. 99 is Harakiri. 98 is Goodfellas. You could switch those, and I wouldn't be too upset about it.
Oh.
97 is Life is Beautiful.
The older you get, the better Goodfellas get.
Apparently. 96 is Cuckoo's Nest. 95 is Three Idiots. 94 at an 8.9 out of 10 is Parasite. 93 at an 8.9 out of 10 is The Green Mile.
Yeah.
92 at a 9 out of 10 is Gladiator.
Nice.
Endgame is 9 out of 10. 7, 9.1 out of 10. Number 89 is Forrest Gump at 9.2 out of 10. Number 88 is The Shining.
Wow.
9.3 out of 10.
Still at the top of your list, huh?
It is.
Nice.
I think it'll finish top 10.
Nice. So at number 3, I got The Shining. 11 is Forrest Gump. 12 is Parasite. 15 is Gladiator. 25 is Avengers Endgame.
I've had a guess in mind before I started reading my list of where this is going to be for you. So I'll let you know if I was close.
No, what?
For Green Mile.
Why don't you? Well, I've already written it down.
I know.
Wait, are you going to? Okay.
I'll tell you after.
Wait. Do you have a number in mind or in terms of order?
Yeah, I have a number.
Well, then I'll just read. I'll read what I have and I'll skip over it. And then you read out what number you think it is.
Sure.
All right. 27, 7. 32, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. 45, The Green Mile. I just did it. My brain just farted all.
I was going to say 41.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I was thinking between 40 and 45.
Yeah.
And then I went, let's just set it at 45. Yeah. And then my brain just went, we'll just read 45. The Green Mile. Dang it, I ruined
What are the rest of them?
50 is Three Idiots. 63, Goodfellas. 85, Harakiri. 89, The Pianist. And 95, Life is Beautiful. Man, you know what we talked about, like that top 5 list is going to get crowded. I'm more worried about that 95 to 100. Like, what are those? Dude,
I don't know if anything's going below.
What are those 5 that I'm going to be?
The Pianist, but
I can think of 5 movies that I'll probably.
And it's like I know Harakiri was good. I know for a fact we're going to like Seven Samurai better.
Yeah.
There will not be a competition.
Yeah. So who's going to get bounced out? It's going to start to get crowded.
Ryan, you got your list?
I only have the
new
stuff. I wasn't doing these.
Gotcha. Well, if you ever want to, feel free to, but you don't feel obligated.
It's too late by this point. There's too many of them.
It is not. All you'd have to do is just.
It means I got to sit down and remember what we watched.
That is true.
Yes.
So, friends, our next episode. So this will post Monday. Our next episode
will be
Nope.
Yes, we're
and
very excited.
Then Your Name.
Yeah. Hey, thank you guys for listening. Maybe connect. I tell you what. Here's a great chance to interact with us in any way you can. Just go ahead and tell us. Drop us in the comments. Drop your opinion in the comment. Tell us, what do you think about the death penalty? Anyway, Cap. So, all
right, we love you guys. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Later. Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Three Dudes in a Movie podcast. We appreciate you. Feel free to follow us on Instagram, and be sure to give us a review on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen. Have a great day, and remember, movies are good. All right, bye.